Libra, hey, welcome to your first reading of the year with me. This is January's 2018 reading for Libra, using these beautiful John Holland Psychic Tarot decks, infusing the energy of colour into the reading as well as the words. We will be using 4 of these and then 4 from the Morgan Greer deck underneath to sort of extend the messages. Now, I don't know why, but while I was just thinking of your reading and tuning into the Libran energies, I kept coming up with the words healing hands. So we will have to wait and see what that was meaning and what that was all about. But let's shuffle a couple of more times to get the intent of Libra in. And start the dealing. So Libra, your first card is the Crown Chakra, one of my very, very favourites, the Sahasrara. It's such a beautiful word that even the word itself seems to have some sort of very calming, ethereal effect, the Sahasrara. So your next card is Spiritual Union, the Two of Cups, a beautiful card to look at, surrounded in the ethereal energy of the greens and a little bit of the yellow in the background as well. Oh, wow. So your third card out is the Heart Chakra, and we've already just put the greens on there. They must have felt that coming in. So the Sahasrara very much has the spiritual energies of the pink and the purple mixed together. Oh my gosh. Your fourth card is the Sacral Chakra. So lots of the oranges coming in there. Let's actually see what we're headed for. I also am going to bring this one in. This is a Lemurian seed healer stone. So it's a very, very ancient stone, and it's got the lovely apricot colours. So when I said I was thinking of healing hands within your reading, I had no idea what cards were going to come out. Now, you've produced the most unusual reading that I've come across yet. Now, I did mention to you as I was dealing the cards that John Holland has this amazing connection with colour, healing abilities. So I think for some reason, your first reading of the year for January, for the first, new month of the new year, is very much about healing. And it's about the chakra energies, obviously. Now, we have 2 greens in there, so this is around the heart area, and this can be around the healing of the heart physically and emotionally and spiritually at the same time. So this can heal in many ways relationship issues or pain and trauma that has been delivered to you one way or another through your lifetime. Now, for some of you, this is going to go back through previous lifetimes as well. This is a very unusual reading, as I say. So there's a lot in here about your chakra energies that could have been off balanced, or haven't been opened, or are wanting to be accelerated to the next level of attunement. So for some of you, you might be talking about really broadening your perspectives into the spiritual realm. You might be wanting to really make powerful connections. You might have come to a point where you're saying, this year I'm going to focus on my health, both my physical health, my mental health, and my spiritual health. I'm putting myself first. I'm realigning myself to my dreams, goals, and aspirations. These are the type of messages that come to me when I see such a profoundly determined message, and it's working so much with your chakra energy systems. So we come to that first card in the first week, and remember I said these are roughly 4 cards for each week of the month, but the energy is very mutable. It can move throughout the entire month with no problem. It's very flowy. So there's no set agenda here with timing. But the crown chakra at the very top of the head, and right next to it we have these 2 beautiful heads in alignment with some spiritual activation taking place, and the green energy coming down through there with also the golden ray energy and the white. So there's definitely some synergy or connection going on too with other people in your life, and perhaps with some form of relationship and spiritual epiphany around you. So the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, is the peak of our top of our head, and it opens us up to the very highest of all the energy that we can possibly connect with. It gives us the ability to connect with bliss and euphoria. So you can get ecstatic emotions, and you can find profound moments of the most intense orgasmic energy that is so profound. And this could be either what you're seeking or what you will be attaining, or what you can be feeling as the month kicks in. Some of you might have moments of this incredible bliss and euphoria coming in. Now, it might be very well related to a spiritual union that you either form or that you currently have that is expanding and expanding. So it's a difficult reading to do, because it feels as though all of these cards are so succinctly working together. They almost don't need another card underneath them, and that we should just, you know, keep working on this level. But we will carry on with the Morgan Greer cards. And just as an interesting point, the very card on the bottom, as I picked it up, was the Lovers, which kind of works in very well with this one as well. Often soulmate energy, and often what we talk about, the twin flame energy, which so many of you are very interested in, the twin flame story. And you know, the truth of a twin flame synergy is that it is a spiritual union, and it's here to help the energies of earth grow. So it's very much about helping. It's a very giving union and relationship. It's not a self-centered one. But anyhow, let's go back to the Sahasrara and see how we are going to expand and what card is coming out to communicate with us. Well, that's it. The Justice card. Libra, that's your card. So this is a karmic card. So this is about things taking a flow in your direction in particular. So if some of you have had issues that you have had to deal with, and this could be anything along with businesses or finances or personal relationships, and that they might have ended up in a juxtaposition where things are clashing and needed mediation. This could be a time when mediation could come, and there could be more free flow. There could be an outcome that is satisfactory. Now, also with the crown chakra on the top of our mind, it could be that some sort of clearance is coming through here. This is the card of balance. So it's interesting that that's the first card that came out, because it's telling us either that balance was required, which is what I mentioned, or balance is coming anyhow. Especially more insight, more clarity, more connection, more balance. It's also a card that's taking us onto a new karmic energy, a new karmic path, a new journey. So let's move into this sort of second card, the spiritual union. I've talked briefly about that for you. It is the card of possible soulmates, of twin flame energy. It can also be the card of new business prospects and a very suitable business. So teaming up with someone, having a partnership, becoming a peer in many ways. So not just the love, not just the spiritual connection, but sometimes the physical, and sometimes literally business partnerships can be initiated when this comes about as well. So remember, we're also dealing with the green energy at this point, and we move through to the green energy here as well. But let's see, the Lovers is still on the bottom, but let's see what the next card is underneath. So Morgan Greer. Oh, that's all that's doing. Wow. Ace of Rods. That's so nice to get. It's kind of what I was just talking about. For some of you, this definitely relates to new conceptual ideas around businesses or careers moving forward. This is very much your creative and passionate side of life, and this is ideas coming in and fast, and they're being expanded upon. So that number 2 for many of you could relate to some sort of coupling that is in the area of career or partnerships within business or your jobs, or even collaborative works as artists with another person. So the number 2 will, oh yeah, hello, 2-2. So 2s are about balance, and the number 2 could be very relevant for you, meaning 2 people, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 projects, 2 ideas, something along those lines. Yeah, the aces are always well loved. They're a great card to have in. They do show new opportunities, new directions, new ideas, new capabilities. Let's come here to the heart chakra and move a little bit more green in, just since we've got so much green. So here we could be talking the physical heart. Some of you may need to have this checked. You may need to have a heart, not operation necessarily, but some of you might need to have, yeah, I'm getting the feeling, they say blowout. It's blowing it out. And I think of valves, you know, when they do those little mitre valve operations, blow out cholesterol and things. So some of you may need to have heart physically addressed. You could either change your diet, or you could take things that lower your blood pressure or lower your cholesterol levels. There's all that perspective. Others of you might have your spiritual heart really activated. Now when that happens, we feel this love at such a powerful level. It's connected to divinity. It's connected to the point in time of where we began. It's connected to so far back and so powerfully aligned. This is how we obtain these states of bliss and ecstasy, because the heart is where we feel emotion, but it has to come through the channels of things like the crown chakra. So by having some of these chakras balanced and aligned, you get more free flow of energy, and that creates more creativity within us. It allows more freedom, it allows more passion, it allows more evolutionary growth. So the heart chakra energy there can be saying so much, and it will be different for every single one of you listening. For some of you, this is a pain in the heart. It's a physical pain. For others, it's the pain of loss of loved ones. It's quite strong, and this might need healing. So think of Reiki healing, think of chakra healing, think of balancing, think of grounding yourself, think of nurturing your mind, body and spirit. Eat and wear these colours for the month in particular. Focus on them, meditate with them. You can only but take yourself forward with a reading like this with such powerful messages. So let's see what is the card underneath for the heart chakra energy for Libra. I'm really enjoying doing your reading, because this is the sort of work that I am profoundly interested in and connected with, all the healing energies. So I love this reading in particular. It would probably be one of my most favourites ever, to see such an amazing set of cards come out. Yeah, and I did feel that some of you have great heart pain at the loss of someone. So for those of you that do, and possibly you do need some healing to help move on from pain that surrounds your heart, some of you could find a solace in seeing a counselling person, or you know, reconnecting with the trauma that caused the pain and the loss. For some of you who it's not a passed over person, the pain and trauma is the loss of someone physical in your life that you would like to have a healing with. Now remember, you don't have to do that at the level where the other person is even aware of it. You can have a healing when you have a discombobulation in a relationship. You can take the healing from your end, and you can deliver healing energies to the other person. And that's all part of the cathartic process of allowing, you know, the anxiety or the anger or the bad energies between you to dissipate and pass off, and thereby create healing for both of you. So the Death card is a major arcana, so, you know, you've got all these, what I call these are major arcanas as well, and the Justice card. I said there was healing happening or healing being required. The Death card also tells us that you are moving into something new. So it's the death of old paradigms, old beliefs, old health issues, old relationships, and it's moving into something new. It's allowing this process of new beginnings. And you do that again through the energizing and the free-floating movement of the chakra body, which is what this is all about. And the other thing too, you have quite a lot of the higher vibrational chakra energies coming in as well. You know, with the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, the heart chakra and the sacral. So let's move into the last week with this beautiful orangey energy, and I've put in this gorgeous Lemurian seed healer stone. It has a keyhole in the back of it. It's a little bit hard to see, but this allows for transmutation into past life energies, again, that have been perhaps painful, that need healing. And when you open the keyhole, it allows visualization and connection to the Lemurian past energies, and allowing for healing again to take place into this lifetime. So the sacral chakra is down in this part of our bodies, down here. It's called also the sex center of our body, so it's where we find our deepest passion and often our highest levels of creativity. So allowing this to be free-flowing brings in all of this, all of your ideas and creative resources and source energy. It's very powerful. It's also where our abdomen, our bowel, our hips, the lower back, all of that aligns through that sacral energy center. So that may need realignment. There may need to be physical work done on that part of the body. So whether or not some of you might have irritable bowel syndrome, or you could have celiac disease or bloatedness or sore stomachs, issues like that, all of that might be freed up again with more healing into that part of our body. It is our creative force field part of the area. So some of you are seeking more creativity. Some of you are wanting to open and explore that part of your life. And remember too, there is the sexual dynamic of this as well. So there could be, you know, this is the tantric sex, this is the kundalini energy that can be invoked, and a powerhouse up through the body and through the mind and up through the Sahasrara and out to the universe. So incredibly deep reading, and I think I shouldn't go too much more on about it because a lot of you aren't as interested as I am in this whole perspective. But let's shuffle for the very last card for your reading and see what comes out. Yeah, so I've had quite a few recently that have had lots of twos in the reading, and you've got 3 twos as well now. So 2, and I mentioned it earlier for you, oh sorry guys, 2 is very much a powerful number to be contemplating. What does it mean for you? Where is it taking you? What are the biggest thoughts and contemplations about it? So we do have an eclipse in January, on the 31st of January, and I often think when I see the moons up there like that, that the eclipse may have an effect on you. This could be a time of more powerful creative resources and force energy coming in. It might really open you up, and you might just go, wow, bring on the new year, I'm in here, baby, I'm in for it. So it's also about making decisions and contemplating which way to go down a certain path of your life. And I said that before, I think you are healing old issues and that you are coming into new decisions, new ideas and new awarenesses. So this card indicates that you're not quite there yet with your decisions and which way to go, that there's a little bit of, not ambivalence, but uncertainty and not necessarily knowing if you're making the right choice. And some of this could come about just because there is a lot of movement taking place if you allow for these energies to come in and open up these doors of connectivity to show you your greater path that's out there and the greater connection to all that is. So there you are, Librans. I think I'll stop there because it's an overwhelmingly deep reading with a great amount of profound connection going on at many, many levels. So I hope that you have enjoyed it, and you're welcome to come back and reconnect with it and reabsorb the colours, the messages of the chakras, the healing energy that is within the reading, because there is actually quite a lot of healing energy coming straight up right now through the video as you listen. So wherever you spend New Year's Eve, or wherever you did spend it, if you're listening post New Year's, I trust you had a safe and happy New Year, and that you have much wonderful attunement to your life and its surroundings and where you're headed. So wishing you all much love and connection. Thank you for subbing and liking and leaving your comments, and I shall see you for next month's reading. Take care, everyone. Much love. Namaste.